Weekend was quite a weekend. We start out in a Great Huts. We was in Great Huts on Friday. Wonderful time, wonderful place. It's one of them places where unique in Jamaica as it relates to accommodation. Very unique. We want to hear the people them up at Great Huts who accommodate to. You know, we're really sorry if you know, say, when we come back our room, enough people come and them tell the people them, because the road situation, you know, them block off the road at a certain time in the junction there. We drive round the other way, you know. I tell you, me not drive back there, you know. We drive to Harbourview, Moran Point, Manchineel, go round there. Me not driving, go back there. Me prefer take a flight. Me prefer fly. Believe you me, what a road terrible, man. What a road terrible. Me wonder if any of them government ministers drive that way they go anywhere. I just fly them fly. Because decent people who can do different, who can make a difference, could have never drive on a road there. Just like Junction Road. The reason why I stay so is because decent people, me not understand it. Me not understand how the road them in Jamaica stay so. Me can't believe say the road stay so. Me can't believe it. Me know from the liquor strip from Anatabia there, Anatabia, Port Antonio. When you reach a Port Antonio and I go Great Huts there, I go around the other way now. Go to St. Thomas. Terrible. When you pass St. Thomas, when you pass Anatabia, I keep on saying Anatabia. When you pass Port Antonio, go back to Kingston. Driving, which way that you are driving so now? West. Yeah, you drive west now. Northwest. Go to the junction. When you drive that way, the road smooth. Me want to know how them decide, say, they might go fix one part and don't fix the other part. I can't understand how them decide that. How them decide, can you remember when they have fixed the road? Go Port Antonio there. And me I say, yeah, the road are fixed. But after you leave Port Antonio and I drive, go to Great Huts and I go round to St. Thomas there. Me I tell you, Rasta, I like nobody no live around that area there, but I see no people on the road. Me just tell them I go build highway from Harbourview, go around that way there, but that now all when me gone and my grandparents them get big and all like me then go that door and see that the highway there. And we can't just hope. But people don't live in them condition, the Rasta. No, people don't live in them condition, just like Junction. The Junction Road, I see them are widen up at the top there. But bamboo still in each of the hole them there where I make the road I come in and I make one-way driving. Traffic have to ease up to make the other traffic pass. These are no buggy car days, you know. These are big truck. These are pretty car, pretty bike, and all them something there. So, we go Great Huts. And then we left and come along Ochia. So what a massive event. I think the most people ever hold in other place there, you know. Trust me. The last time I see a crowd like that in other place, I was when Mighty Mike dead. When Mighty Mike dead. That's the last time I see a big crowd like that. I don't know if last year it bigger. But as far as I can see, the people, them come out like, wow. May I tell you? We want to yell up all the ones them who are responsible for put on such a great event for Marcus, Mosiah, Garvey. Yeah, man, we want to yell up IRFM and all the ones them who involved in it. If I one's involved, I can't recall their name because I'm going to lift out somebody's name that you say, Mota. You know, I remember I said, me did I lift up the chair them too. You know, so I just want to yell up everyone who participated tonight. It was wonderful, wonderful. We love it, we love it. So the next move now is Marcus Garvey. Because, you know, we keep them things every year. And we have to keep going back to the same thing over and over. How much people last year, when them hear about Marcus Garvey, go search for philosophy and opinions of Marcus Garvey, or poetical works of Marcus Garvey, or any book that relate to Marcus Garvey, Black Moses, you know, you have some Marcus Garvey book out there where we know that people just, especially when the show time come, them should have turned around the event, them should have put the show them in the morning and put the speaker them on the big stage. Yeah, that them should have done. Put the speaker them after 6 on the big stage. Because 3/4 of the people them come when them know that the stage show I go on. They're not really interested in a Marcus Garvey. And if the event is for Marcus Garvey, maybe the organizer them should have considered that indoor thing there. You know, see it. And even though a whole heap of people in there, but you can see, say, like, when it touch on like 6, 7 o'clock, the masses start to turn out. Them no hear none of the speaker them. So maybe them should have interspersed the speaker them with the music, or just put the music early and put the speaking engagement. I don't put no music at all, because I refer play enough music. You understand? From morning till night, rubber dub.
IFM, be a rubber dub, dating night 24/7.
Maybe, can test it and see if the people them going to respond, because you want to know, at least I don't know about the organizers them. I really want to know if it's Marcus Garvey, I draw the people them there, so. Or it's just the event, I draw the people them. To me, it come like it's just an event where people say, well, I mean, I wait till the sun go down and go down. They come here and say, Bonneville at the planet, and me here say, Richie Spice or Capleton the planet. So them just come for that. It not interests me if I that the people them come from. Personally. If I just, the show part the people them come from, it not interests me at all. You understand? There must be a way, I may suggest it, there must be a way where when the people, when in them thousands, when you can't return round in here, that them can stand up there and see somebody on the stage where talk some things like where we hear the sister talk, or where we hear Mohammed talk, or where we hear Umar Johnson talk, and all them way there. It must. I have to figure it out. Because I can't be just show, music. You understand? The music is good, but IRFM is known for its music. If you keep a celebration for Marcus Garvey, you need to have Marcus Garvey as the centerpiece. And that me I say. So just a little observation. Marcus Garvey must be the centerpiece. And that me say. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on RFM. You know, there's a little sister that we admire very much. And right now we see her in a serious situation, yeah. Serious situation, because that little sister has helped so much children in Jamaica. I can remember when she started out her school. Those children, a lot of them who she started out with without any help from any big ministry or anything. A lot of them pass exam and go to university and all these things. Right from our little home in a waterhouse there. And it's a little sister where, believe you me, anyway the cultural expression that she did there, When we used to play down a 5 or young, every Sunday she did it with me. I would carry her home and things, and now we hear that. We're not here, we see it. Our place burned down. We want to love Lana, you know. And those who know say Lana is a hard-working little Rasta woman, know say the school where she start, we fire burn down here so now. We need to really figure out something because she enhance a whole heap of youth life. She enhance a whole heap of youth life. So, me know say we couldn't make it go past and not help because in the first, when it just started, we used to help and we see the thing flourish. And now she need more help. Because it's really something to be old for your little sister. Go through so much years. I mean, we are talking about years. And help so much children to go through them life till them turn big people, you know. And she's still there. So, Lana, hold tight. So them say, if you have confidence in yourself, well, you have to have confidence in yourself right now. Right now. So, yes, we have to help her. This is the cutting edge on RFM. We see so much things are going. So much things are going in the world, you know, that, you know, so much things even pinpoint, you know. Because even Venezuela, it's a situation where I look upon Venezuela and say, it's really America. We are going in America now, the inflation and all them, something they were really lick the people them hard. It's because America has strangled them. America has strangled them. And then we go see an earthquake lick there, 6.9, them say at 7, and the biggest earthquake ever lick them. You go, we are in a Trinidad and all them, St. Vincent and all them places. Big earthquake. Can you imagine a 6.9 earthquake at Lake Jamaica, yeah? Right. Not to mention a category 5 hurricane. You know, see a whole heap of people out of fear. Them need something in their life, whether illusion or confusion. You know, say, if an earthquake ever lick Jamaica right now, and we don't want it lick it, you know, we don't say if. You know much, you know, church that pack up. Yeah, church that pack up, man. And that the past them want, you know, because some of them are bad it out, you know, because them say it's inevitable. Apocalypse. Them preach apocalypse. You hear some Rasta do it too. Rasta preach apocalypse like say, if certain things happen, it now gonna happen to them. You know, it's like one cannot forget loving Dear Tune, where the Rasta man a ball out about all the other people, them a trouble him and the hurricane come and lick them where, and him never know say, Fame house is in danger too. So meanwhile, you're pointing your finger over there, so as them say, if you live in a stone. So you have some people where very apocalyptic. It's disasters and doom them preach. And you can't hear that from the pulpit. And you can't hear that from a whole heap of Rasta. But anytime they talk, it's death and destruction them talk about, like say them not in the world. Because you have some people that talk like when things are happening, it now going to because them so righteous more than everybody else. I'm going to tell a man all the while, so I'm not in this righteous business. I'm not in this righteous business, you know. When the rain fall, it don't fall for one man out top. And meanwhile, the promoter, I say, him a keep him big promotion and him spend how much $1 million for promoting stage show. Him no want no rain for fall. Him no want no rain for fall. But the farmer around the other side have praise the rainfall because them crop them a dry up and them want rain for fall. So when the promoter keep him show, right at the middle of the show, a big tower of rain come and wet up him things, wet up all the food, them and them things, the stage have to stop. Him lose him money. Meanwhile, the farmer around there so glad say the rain fall. The promoter not glad when rain fall. The farmer not glad when the place dry. So when a man a ball out round there so and I bring down judgment on people and judgment, he have to watch himself. Man, I got church everywhere. I can't forget Elizabeth, long as St. Elizabeth. 2 churches there beside one another. And the church, hurricane come and blow away the people, the church top or one of the church. And the one over there start say, yes, I chew them this and I chew them that. Boom, the hurricane blow away for them church top too. Watch how you cast judgment. Man love use them word about judgment and just like in the Bible. As I'm tell you, this Bible thing have people dizzy. This Bible thing have people giddy. Giddy. Some people don't have no heart. Because they might read Bible about judgment, this and that. You want a wickeder thing than in the Bible when God want to let some people out of land named Egypt according to them. And God bring down all sorts of plague upon the Egyptian them. And when the Pharaoh decides him now let go the people them, God kill off all the little baby them in Egypt were born as a firstborn. Kill them. The little baby them not do God nothing. A Pharaoh no want let go the people them. Yet them say Pharaoh couldn't just one lightning in a Pharaoh and kill Pharaoh. What is the purpose? If you are benevolent, compassionate, how can people see that as something great? Because this beloved, benevolent God wipe out all the little baby them firstborn in Egypt just because he want to let some people instead. And even when him kill the baby them, for these people, when the people them cross over the ocean, the sea, them turn away from him and start take up all sort of gold ring and gold chain and melt it and make calf and start to worship the calf. This is the people them where God wipe out I don't know how much little picnic were first born in Egypt, including Pharaoh picnic. A man see that as a great story. You know, so where God did the Egyptian them. Kill off them firstborn because they never want to let the people go. What kind of message is that? No message for that. Because the power that God's supposed to have. You can't tell me, say, he might use death and destruction for bring cross a point to some little vessel where him did make. God make you. And I'm going to prove to you, say him is great. What him proving is that egotistic, sadistic, masochistic, and narcissistic God. So, what we are saying is that you have some people who take their message there. And I go on like say certain things can't happen to them. Because them a praise Jah. And I praise Jesus and the blood of the Lamb wash and all them something there. Can you imagine if a hurricane like we passed through Dominica 2 times passed through Jamaica, you know, when them a search for prosperity? Church would have full up because that is when people decide, say, them are going to turn to this God. Because here what this God will do now. This God will say you worship him, you know. And you're really into him, you know. And him just send a hurricane and watch for your whole family, you know. And your house and land and everything, you know, and left you with nothing. This is after you worship him every Sunday and you give all your soul and your heart to him. Terrible thing. Terrible thing. The manipulation of the mind of people as it relates to religion that was created by insecure men. Insecure men create religion and use it against other human beings. Apocalyptic, revelation, and all these things. Is man a write these things? Man a write these things. I wonder what is happening to the people them last year when that terrible hurricane lick Puerto Rico, Dominica, and all the island them where it lick there. Them still a try recover. Some people was poor people them. Poor people. We couldn't even make ends meet. And then you hear say a hurricane lick the place, and then people actually say it's an act of God. All in a contract. When you go do all that show, they make you sign a contract. And then the contract say, if the act of God or any riot or act of God, maybe they have to reprogram the show and you try have a next date for the show. Act of God. What kind of act of God? Wipe out thousands of people. Thousands of people. Where this man create disturbance in the atmosphere with them chemical germs and them chemical warfare. And nature take its course whenever it need to do it. Nature don't have no intelligence. A man put intelligence in a God to make God become like man. That's why the Bible actually says about God is a jealous God. A man have them attributes there. And if God have them attributes there, therefore we have to see him as a man. Simple. If God is a jealous God, no say, the creation of jealousy is the emotions that men feel. And if man feel jealousy because of certain emotion and God have that same feeling, that means that God is a man. And if God got vexed because some people go in our country where it's not for them own and occupy the country and I go on like say for them country. And then when you decide who you is a national of the country, decide say watch out. That's why them can't go in other people's country, go take it away. In the name of that same God. Because when the pilgrims them move into America, them claim America in the name of God, not recognizing the indigenous people them that was there before. When Columbus come to Jamaica, them joke flag in the country in the name of King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, in the name of God. Not recognizing the indigenous Tiano people them. It's a terrible thing. So God got to Moses and said, Moses, go down to Israel, go down to Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And Moses was feeling so confident. Because when him up in the hill and God said, take off your shoes, because the place where you stand is holy. And if you don't believe me, throw down your rod down there, so I'll make I show you the power. And him throw down him right turn stick. Him say, take it up back. And Moses say, take it up back, why you mad? He say, take it up, and him take it up, and he turn back right. Him say, all right, you know. Go down into Pharaoh land and say, look here, Pharaoh, let my people go. And meanwhile, Moses will go down there. According to the Bible, God hardened Pharaoh's heart. God hardened Pharaoh's heart. What kind of manner of thinking is that? Who write these things and who make you know think about the idea of these things? That if God send a man for go tell the man to let you go. Why him would have now put it in the man heart for don't let go the people them? And then curse the man. And him have Moses keep going to and fro, to and fro. What proof is he? What is he proving to mere mortals that he created? What is he proving? Turning the river into blood. Make all sorts of things and pestilence coming out. To prove what? To who? All these attributes is attributes of men. It's men creating these stories. Men understanding, using metaphors and using allegories and all the other mythologies that them can find to associate with their thinking. And all of those thinking in the Bible is a thinking, and I'm talking about the thinking that them attribute to this thing named God. All of those things is the attributes of men. Men playing out them emotions on pen and paper. Just like a man when him write a song or a poem. Him write the poem and attribute it to some higher level of being. But it's him doing it. Man is flesh and man is spirit. And none of them don't work with without the other one. None of them don't work with that. Look care what them want to tell you. Look care what them want to tell you. No care what them want to tell you. Them can't work alone. Them cannot work alone. So we are say, and we know say, we as human beings have to take as much care as possible for impending disasters that might occur or might not occur, but it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to prepare for the event and it don't come than don't prepare for it and it come. That makes sense. You don't sit down and pray. Praying cannot stop hurricane. Praying cannot stop earthquake. Don't make nobody fool you know. You can't go to church and pray with hurricane. You can't go to church and stop earthquake. Earthquake and hurricane is a natural progression of nature. Natural progression of nature. And a lot of it, nature react because man is not taking care of his surroundings, his environment, him not taking care of it. He's ecologically deaf, dumb, and blind. Human beings must understand that sitting down in a church praying about hurricane now go come, not going to stop the hurricane from come. And if the hurricane come, you can't say it's because you never pray why it come. It's madness. It's a madness. So people hear about all the earthquake in a Trinidad, they know I hear earthquake in Venezuela. You have Christian-minded people, just like when the earthquake did lick Haiti. 300,000 people dead. Can't stop talking about that. 300,000 people dead and Christians was like them happy. Because they must say, yeah, the people, see them are voodoo people. That's why God come. God killed 300,000 people. Because what? The emotions that human beings, especially Christian-minded people, and you have Rasta who's Christian-minded. These Christian-minded people, 300,000 people dead. And them say, God, this God we them pray to, this God we them worship, is so narcissistic that him going to kill 300,000 people because those 300,000 people not worshiping it's like a man would say him is the king of reggae. Instead of make other people say it. So him first now decide say him is the king of the reggae or king of whatsoever him is. He might decide that in himself. That is narcissism. That is the height. And if you know what narcissism is, looking at the book, looking at the dictionary. That is the height of narcissism. When you start to crown yourself. And then when you crown yourself now, other people now start to accept you as what you say you is. When really and truly, the evidence don't show that. So when hurricane come, when earthquake come and like 300,000 people dead, and the man who now believe in this invisible God say, it's because the people them not worshiping God, why God licked them with an earthquake. That is serious, serious madness. That is a very serious madness. So instead of you have compassion for the people who die, you sink yourself, you delude yourself to make you feel say, why you believe in a God more than them people there. You believe in a God more than the Asian people them. That is why God licked them. Because God will never go you that. Earthquake no know the boundaries to stop. Earthquake shake anywhere, anytime, how it want to do it. It have nothing to do with no God. Earthquake don't have nothing to do with God. That is where them put it in your thinking, them put it in your conscience, subliminal if you say anything where come from nature. Them say it's an act of God. And most of the time, this act of God is so cruel to human beings and to every living thing on the earth. It's like when them tell you say, God bring a flood. Put 8 people in a boat and God bring a flood and wipe out the whole of humanity who was outside of the boat. That means all the pregnant woman them, all the baby them on the breast, everybody was wiped according to what them say. Except the 8 people them and the animal that were in the boat. What kind of madness is that? What kind of madness is that? Who make we decide this thinking and look upon it as something where it's God that do it? You can't stop the power of the Lord. Which power of which Lord? There was no time when a flood wiped out the whole of the earth. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. Water can't cover the whole earth for wipe out the whole of the people then. You made it have a flood somewhere, and if you're looking at most of the Aztecs and the Mayan stories, them tell you about a flood. But the flood never happened one time. And there's no Noah's Ark itch up in a no mountain. At hundreds of years now, they might try to find that. And then still come up with nothing. How them get to think that? How them get to believe they are compassionate, omnipresent, omniscient, and all the things them that make something pure? How them get you to believe there? Because good and bad is a construct of the human emotions also. And so that means, when you say something is good, you relate it to something that named God. When you say something is bad, you relate it to something named evil, that's something named Satan. Therefore, it's we are create that thinking. So if you have something that is good, man say God is good. Nobody say God is bad. But yet tell him say God create everything. So if God create everything and him don't create bad, he might tell you say, but if God create, him don't create everything. Because good and bad is part of the thing them we are talking about created. All of these things is embedded in human being. It's human being construction. Construct these things and place it upon other human beings. Because you need to have a society that is stable, a society that can be civilized, according to how civilization go, orderly, according to how orderly go, and lawfully, according to how lawfully go. It has nothing to do with something named God. God is a construct. It's constructed. If there was no man, there wouldn't be any concept of God. All concept of God come from man. Simple. So when you hear a person, I tell you they must pray because impending danger coming. Him wanted to come. Him wanted to come. I don't want an earthquake like Jamaica, and I don't want an hurricane like Jamaica. You have parts who pray every day, say, the people them get so wicked that hurricane go and lick it, and them pray the hurricane lick the place. Too much gear guy about the place, him want an earthquake lick the place. Too much gunman about the place, him want an earthquake lick the place, him want an hurricane lick the place, him want a flood come. What kind of thinking that? How can somebody pray for disaster to happen when him can construct laws and activities and design it to prevent all of these criminal activities, all of these impending activities that will cause destruction to human beings? Him can't do it, him can't prevent it. But instead I'm telling up on him pulpit, sitting up on him poles and I'm going to him tabernacle. And I pray, say, boy, right now, man, them are wicked. Lightning and thunder go and flash and kill them. And then yet till him go around and say, boy, love. Oh, love and lightning and thunder killing people in the same breath. How that possible? And the whole of we get caught tonight because the whole of we grow up in that mentality. But you still have to push out yourself out tight like what chicken push out itself over the egg. You know, you have to push out yourself out tight because you realize somebody did grab you, somebody did put a yoke around your neck, somebody did tighten the yoke around your neck, and you have to really force and you have to really struggle and survive. Because if you not do it, it strangle you. Why a man want death and destruction from people when them can preach love and change the heart of the person? They'll change the heart of the person and through your knowledge to him and say lightning, thunder, brimstone and fire go and burn you up. And you're going to burn in a bottomless pit. You're going to burn in a bottomless pit. Because what? Because you don't accept film thinking and film idea and film concept of God. So now we come round again and we face this again. Last year we hear about hurricane. We lick people. Several years ago we hear about the earthquake. Then we did hear about in Indonesia the tsunami will kill several 100,000 people. Yes. 300,000 Haiti, people from Haiti dead. And then flood come wash them place again. And we sit down here so I glorify it because if it liquid, we claim say the wickedness of the people waxeth exceedingly. And if it don't liquid, you hear say Jamaica is a blessed place. What the hell is wrong with you know? What the hell is what the hell wrong with you know? Hurricane come and go the other way, them say, boy, you see Jamaica blessed. Hurricane come and lick you say, see that to the people them wicked. What kind of logic is that? What kind of thinking that? What kind of thinking that? The other day when the flood out Montego Bay, hear people say, yeah man, I told the people them kill people down Montego Bay. What kind of madness is that? Flood and wash out Montego Bay because the people them down Mobile kill people. People really think that, you know. When the flood no come, no, you hear say, boy, right now we're blessed, you know. Because look how everywhere, look how hurricane I lick down Cuba, hurricane I lick, and we're blessed. We're blessed until a hurricane come liquid down, and blessed until what? Till 1,000 people get murdered per year. What kind of blessing that? 1,000 people are dead per year by gun. And you are look at the next country where earthquake leak, and you are talk about say them people there curse because them now worship God. But you bless in our country 1,000 people are dead per year by gun. Some man a kill man is a blessing. But earthquake a shake down people is a curse. What kind of thinking that, black people? How them get you to think that? May I tell you, this is the cutting edge on IRFM. Yeah, this is the cutting edge. We want to present to you. You know, say IRFM had a couple of read poems from IRFM. You know, them have Raja Asphalt, we call him Concrete Asphalt. We have Pat Clark. We have Amber and her little daughter, Keshima, Cabo and myself. They have a little section of the program where them feature IRFM poets. IRFM full of poets. I have more, you know, you think me have more. You have one lady there, you know, where she left. She decided that she going to read the poem when she left because she didn't afraid. So she waited, she going to let she read the poem there. Well, she don't there now, but I am going to assume that there's more poets here. Being a poet myself, I have to go find them. I have to find them. So we want to present Jamaica Roots and Culture with one of the fine poets of IRFM, Pat Clark.
Welcome to Jamaican Roots and Culture. I'm your host, Pat Clark. Tomorrow will be observed as International Day for the remembrance of the slave trade and its abolition. So it's fitting to look back at the slave trade and its impact on Jamaican history. Jamaica's population comprises 90% of persons from African descent. The first set of Africans to arrive in Jamaica in 1513 were taken to the island by Spanish settlers who forced them into slavery. These Africans were freed by the Spanish when the English captured the island in 1655. They immediately fled to the mountains where they fought to retain their freedom and became the first Maroons. With the advent of the Sugar Revolution arose a need for a large labor force. This need was met by large-scale importation of enslaved Africans. In the slave trade, Africans were packed like sardines in tins on huge ships to be transported through what was referred to as the Middle Passage. Many Africans did not survive the Middle Passage. They died as a result of poor ventilation, sweltering heat, and sometimes hunger and dehydration. There were those who voluntarily jumped overboard when they were brought on deck for an occasional bath. Sometimes the captain of the slave ships would order that a portion of the cargo should be thrown overboard if food and water was running low. The result of the slave trade was that the majority of the Jamaican population was of African descent. In 1662, there were about 400 black slaves on the island. As the cultivation of sugarcane got popular, the number of slaves grew to 9,504 by 1673. The landowners acquired more slaves to do the work on their estates. In 1734, there were 86,546 slaves. By 1775, there were 192,787. The number of enslaved Africans continued to rise steadily until the eventual abolition of the slave trade. Slavery saw some of the most dehumanizing crimes against humanity imaginable. These atrocities eventually prompted abolition movements in England to push for the abolition of the slave trade. In 1807, the African slave trade was abolished by the British Parliament effective January 1, 1808. Theoretically, this meant that no more slaves could be brought from Africa to the colonies in the British West Indies, but slaves could be transported from one colony to another. Recognizing that the law was not being adhered to, the House of Commons in England passed a bill in 1815 requiring the registration of slaves. It became effective when it was adopted by the colonial legislatures. The abolition of the British slave trade in 1807 did not mean that people of African origin no longer came to the island. In fact, during the apprenticeship period, 1834 to 1838, a number of persons of African descent came to Jamaica as free laborers. Also, in the following 25 years, about 10,000 free laborers of African origin came to Jamaica. The strongest evidence of African cultural retentions are said to be in the parishes which had the largest number of these voluntary workers. For example, the Kumina ritual of St. Thomas is one of the best known surviving rituals attributed to African retentions. And as we end this week's edition of Jamaican Roots and Culture, here are some words of wisdom from the African diaspora. As legal slavery ended, we entered into a permanent period of unemployment and underemployment from which we are yet to emerge. The words of Julian Bond. For Jamaican Roots and Culture, I'm Pat Clark.
As a continent and I refer me, I go through the places. We want to play a clip about something that going on in the Cameroon, that's in Africa, where them is really doing some great works, recycling plastic. You know, the call right now is too much plastic. Ironically, meanwhile, we have too much plastic. You have factories where produce more plastic. You know what I mean? And we hear the government of Jamaica say they're going to ban styrofoam. I am totally with that. Totally with that. Styrofoam not only bad for the environment, but it's bad for put food in a styrofoam. You know, you put hot food in a styrofoam, it melt. And the melt part, like you don't know where it's gone in the food. You know, some serious thing are going on. Plastic bag and all them something that we use it every day, but guess what? It will create some serious and healthy relationship with you and your surrounded. And we'll see so much different kind of sickness are going on, you know. Yeah, we wonder how people just are drop down so others are 666 or some sickness so you never usually hear about. Because you have some certain things now where in the environment we never usually there. And again, created by men. Yes, it's men create these things. As we say, man create disturbance in the atmosphere with them chemical germs and them chemical warfare. You know, we are come through St. Thomas the other day, we see a shop mark, grocery shop. And upon it, him say, we sell, what them call it thing, disinfectant, infectant and vegetables. I laughed at it. Disinfectant and vegetables. That is where they put the sign. So, only for the disinfectant, they put the vegetable. For those of you who remember, 2 weeks ago, Monsanto, I forgot pay $200 million to a farmer who say, really and truly, I use this sprayer for how much years now, and I realize it catch cancer, and them are denied, say it not catch cancer. That is not the sprayer cause the cancer. And when the judge, the higher court said them have to pay $200 million to the man, and you know, so you have a whole heap of other people line up behind the man, they know. To prove say Monsanto is creating disturbance in the atmosphere with them chemical germs and them chemical warfare, and people blame all these things on God. God will have nothing to do with it. Nothing at all to do with it. So we want to play this clip here from the Cameroon of what them doing to recycle plastic.
In many countries, pollution of the environment by waste plastic bags has become of great concern. Cameroon is no exception. But one man is collecting the waste bags and turning them into useful paving bricks. Pierre started to make bricks in 2000 after he finished his school education. He first melts the waste plastic bags and mixes them with sand. He then pours the mixture into a brick mold shape. When it dries up, the process will be complete. Pierre told Chinois he approached Roger Miller Foundation, created by Cameroon's famous footballer star Uncle Miller, this year and requested the foundation to help him promote the brick-making artisanship. In order to support Pierre, Roger Miller Foundation launched the project of making bricks out of waste plastic bags on July 8th. According to Pierre, the project has two purposes. One is to protect the environment, the other is to generate employment. A technician of Roger Miller Foundation said the project is very good. The Ministry of Environment also supports the project. They say they will forfeit the plastic bags which are sold by the shoppers and give them to the project to make bricks.
Yes, making, you know, they did at the Caribbean too. Yeah, them did a recycle plastic and make brick like seal stop. Them used to have this company, I don't remember which part of the Caribbean, where them did a recycle the plastic and then make shingles, shingles for old stop. Yeah, them did a make shingles. I don't hear nothing more about that again. And you know, you have plastic where there was a plastic recycling place up Grand Spen Road there where we'd go, where we'd have the television program, where they do a program where the brethren did like recycle the plastic buckle them and send them go foreign, crush them and send them go foreign. And he must show me some things like pans. He have a pans where a recycled plastic make it, them weave it in a kind of cloth. It's amazing. So all is not lost. The plastic can be recycled. So too is many things that we use that we throw away sometimes and don't know, say, one man rubbish is another man treasure. You understand? So recycling is good. Same like when you eat the whole heap of fruit, them and vegetable and thing, and the skin and the seed and all them thing there. Well, if people don't throw these things, then put it in a hole and make it disintegrate and then use it as what them call fertilizer, rather than I use this Monsanto madness chemical. We are destroy people, literally destroy people. And see it, $200 million them have to go pay. And as we say, whole heap more people are lined up behind them. Whole heap of people are lined up behind them to get for them cheer at the pie. You think people easy? Them for go, they go find them things and the government of Jamaica, the government of, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing, you know. Because when they are talk about Monsanto and I talk about how a whole heap of the things that we bring in Jamaica cause illness to people, and people say we are make mischief. Just like when we talk about the vaccination, people say we are make mischief because they don't have nowhere where, because people use the vaccination, it causes whatever say cervical cancer and things like that. Yet still, the injection when them give the youth them is an injection where never there at least 10 years ago. And according to them, say it take 10 years for you find out if there is any after effect. So, when them actually I tell you, say, look here, when we are saying foolishness, because nobody not get, yet still, the 10 years don't come yet. The 10 years don't come yet, just like the fast food. When people just start eat fast food, now we are bad, say fast food going to cause certain things. People are saying, what you talk about? 10 years after, 20 years after, we see the effect of fast food for the nation. Especially African people, because African people need fast food more than white people. Yes, cheap food sometimes create whole heap of sickness. Now we say these people, Monsanto, them have the spray them where people are spray all over the place. And they see them, but they must tell people and them thing there. And people are saying, "Not create mischief. You say the body are dead, just like bleaching." People are saying, "You say the body are dead from bleaching." I remember one time, what name again? Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel mentioned the argument that nobody not dead from bleaching. Even though it didn't have 1 or 2 people. But you never know that until long after, maybe a 10 years span, when you hear people are dropped down a year, so them have skin cancer, you say, that thing developed in them body. And when you go check, you go find out, say, the thing that when you used to do 10 years before, it happened to you. So, we just say, take sleep and mark that. When you hear certain things, don't go like say it's some conspiracy theory. Because people always say conspiracy theory, like say, conspiracy theory can't be true. You know, it's like, when you go to school and you go to the lab, it's because you want to prove a theory. You go into the laboratory because you want to prove a theory. So you learn the theory in the classroom, and you go in the lab, go prove the theory. And you have people who is conspiring against people. As we saw in South Africa during the apartheid time, when them have the doctor of death, who was manufacturing viruses that only affect black people. This is not me attack and a create problem. Go investigate it, because when them bring him in front of the truth and reconciliation, him admit it. Him admit it, and not never happen to him. That's why Winnie Mandela never agree with this truth and reconciliation madness for Bishop Tutu come with. Never agree with it. She never agree with it. Because after all them atrocities against African people, a man was stood up in front of the judge and said, yes, I was conspiring to wipe out these niggers with a virus. And when you say it, people say, what kind of madness that all people forgot create virus or only affect black people? It do. Why you think the prostate cancer affect mostly black man? You think these things just go out here like people are creating mischief at talk about conspiracy theory? Because there are people who is conspiring. And there's theory that can be proven in laboratories. So when them talk about conspiracy theory, it is not that we're going to follow every little conspiracy theory that we hear, but the idea of Monsanto is not a conspiracy theory against Monsanto. The idea of the vaccination is not a conspiracy theory against the vaccination. Because them can't prove that. Just like how it's not a conspiracy against fast food. When we say fast food, it's fast food because it kill you quick. So, we have to look out for them. We have to look out for them because some serious thing. And our government there so now because the FDA and because this and that in America sanction it, them say yes, them can go ahead and use it because America tell we said all right. That is where them a follow. Them a follow the standard set in America. America's standard must not be the hallmark of our way of life in Jamaica. Because we don't know what them conspiring against. Just like how them conspire against the economy of Venezuela. And them conspire against Jamaica economy too. During the time of Manley and Seaga, when them things say Manley was going the way of Cuba. That is conspiracy. And it was proven that them was conspiring against Manley government because of him link with Castro. And look how much conspiracy when them conspire against Castro, not to mention how much conspiracy against Castro. So when we talk about conspiracy, we have to watch and do mark off certain things. Investigation can show you, say, it's not a conspiracy theory anymore. These whole heap of things we are going. Because these people in them evilous mind create things. Them test it out pan rat, and then when them see it work pan a rat, them just pump like how them did used to put rat. This is not no conspiracy theory. Them used to inject rat with certain viruses and let it go in the black community them in America, Philadelphia, to say how it's going to affect black people. Them used to in a Watts, California, Los Angeles, and in a Oakland, where the Black Panther movement rise up. Them used to full up van with gun and park it in the street, and when people get up, them say the whole heap of gun and take the gun themselves, and them know say them gun they are going to turn around for come kill the same black people them. That is conspiracy. And when you talk these things, people feel so where you get them things from? Them inject 300 black people with syphilis. 300 black people, and it's a nurse, it's a woman nurse, find out it, said it agua, and them call it the Tuskegee experiment. This is not Mutata, this is something where happen. It's not a conspiracy theory because it was proven that it was happening. 300 Africans in America was injected with syphilis to see them reaction. And years after, the President of America, Bill Clinton, apologized for that Tuskegee experiment that was them was experimenting on African people in America. So I hear certain things. It sounds weird and far-fetched, but the reality is that it come out of the theory and gone at the practical. I saw them do it. I saw them set it. The time is 12 o'clock.
This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one, in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. So secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Well, life for none of us has been a Christmas stamp. We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Yes, that is Martin Luther King giving you a very motivational speech. We want to continue upon that vein, motivationally, as we would say. Children up until the age of 4 are operating at the genius level.
The same group of children were studied in their early 20s, and only 10% were still operating at the genius, or what I call the brilliance level. And in their late 20s, early 30s, only 2% were still operating at the genius or brilliance level. So the question you have, like I had, is where did this genius or brilliance go? It didn't go anywhere, but it became buried by a society that says color within the lines, sit down, give it back, you can't do this. By the time a child is 17 years of age, they have heard no 150,000 times and only yes 5,000 times. And the more you continue to hear what you can't do, where you can't go, and who you can't become, there is a neurological path that is created in the brain that causes individuals to shut down. I have gone through a divorce within the last year, and my two children, Daniel and Madison, they are now my greatest joys. Madison came into my office not too long ago, and she said, "Hey, Daddy, what's going on?" I said, "Hey, baby girl, how are you?" And I was preparing to go on a trip out of town. And I was busy scurrying around. I was not totally focused on her. And she says to me, "Daddy, I see you're busy. I'll just come back later." And I said, "Okay, baby girl." And I get on the plane later on, and it hit me that I missed a moment for spending that quality time with my baby girl because I was emotionally clueless and emotionally unavailable. Because I was so busy trying to make so much money that my ladder was against the wrong wall. And their mother said to me, "You give everybody the best of you, but you give us the rest of you, and I don't want the leftovers anymore." And what I recognized, I was modeling something for Daniel and Madison that you got to go after it. You got to get all this stuff. And I had the house, but I lost the home. I had success, but I had no significance. I had power, but I had no purpose. And I had money, but I had no meaning. And what I discovered, if I continued to model that behavior for my baby girl, that she would marry a joker like me who ignored her like her dad did. So what I recognized is that I had to move from hearing Madison to listening to Madison. Because the same letters that spell the word listen spell the word silent. And when I have that time with my baby girl, I'm dialing in, "How are you?" And I'm modeling something for her brother as to how he's supposed to treat a woman. Women don't need us to fix anything. They just want to know, are we emotionally available and emotionally dialed in to know where they are? When it is time for you to make a U-turn and shift into your brilliance, we will have to come to a place where we're willing to do the work. It's not who you are that holds you back from brilliant success. It's who you think you're not that holds you back. And sometimes we focus on who we think we're not instead of who we are. So now I through pain, I'm learning that relationships are more important than money.
God says you may not have anything you want. You may not have anything you want. And I was puzzled by that. And I said, well, I don't understand. I thought that when you want something, when you need something, when you are hoping for something, you go to God and you ask for it. God says, no, you don't understand how the system works. You don't understand how the system works. Or that even that there is a system. But here's how the system works. Everything you could ever ask for, you could ever have now, or ever ask for in the future, you already have right now. You already have all of it. You simply are not experiencing it. Because everything that has ever happened is happening now, and ever will happen is happening right now. And so it is for you merely to reach into the sea of infinite possibilities and call forth the reality you choose now to experience. And you do this, you call forth from the sea of infinite possibilities the reality you choose to now experience through three devices mainly: thought, word, and action. That is, what you say, what you think or believe, and of course what you do. Now, if what you say is, please give me what I need today to survive, you will have a struggle acquiring what you need today to survive, because the statement comes from a deep underlying thought that you do not now have that, or you wouldn't be asking for it. It is that underlying thought, what Conversations with God calls the sponsoring thought, that has a huge influence on the creation of your moment-to-moment reality. Therefore, if you ask for something, or if you say, I want something, I'll use an example, I want more money. Oh, I really want more money in my life. The universe has only one answer to a statement like that. Indeed you do. That is correct. See, the universe only says yes. Now, when you understand that, I mean, this is, please forgive me, I know this is very elementary to most of us, but just to lay the groundwork, the universe has a universal response to every thought, and the universal response is yes. See, God only knows one word, yes. God has a very limited vocabulary. God says yes, yes, yes. Yes to what? Yes to whatever you think, say, or do. God says yes. Now the good side of that is, the positive side is that God never says no. The bad side of that is, for those who don't know how the system works, God only says yes. So if you say, I am sick and tired of my life going like this, God says yes. That's true. I want more money. God says, indeed you do. Yes, that's true. You want money. That's true. And you will have the experience of wanting money because you're declaring, in fact, what's true for you. I want more money. Yes, you do. Yes, that's true. And so you will talk yourself right out of what you're trying to talk yourself into. Now, I don't want you to think that it's a matter of choosing the right words. I don't want you to get down to the point where you start parsing, like Bill Clinton. I didn't inhale or whatever. I don't want you to feel that you got to, start parsing the language and worrying about every single syllable that you utter that proceeds from your mouth. But you do need to look deeply at the sponsoring thought, that is, at the foundational idea from which your words emerge. That you do need to look at. Or to put it another way, if you're coming from lack and from a thought that there's not enough, and couldn't I please have more, you are having to overcome in the first instance your thought that there's not enough, which is very difficult to overcome because it's your foundational thought. Now, one might argue, and your friend would argue, but Neil, that's all very sweet and good, except when a person's entire experience is that there's not enough, how could they have any thought other than that? How would you expect them to have another thought when their whole experience, the evidence of their own eyes, is that there is not enough? To which a master would reply, as all masters have, each in their own way, each in their own time, judge not by appearances.
Back to Bonnie Brown, because we have a caller here, we don't want him credit done out. Yes, Ian.
Good morning.
Morning. How you do?
I'm good. You?
He's back again.
Eh?
You're back again.
Yeah, man.
So where's it tonight?
I'm just call for bless you upon the wonderful job.
Okay.
And Sunday, I wasn't there, but I listened.
How come you wasn't here this time? Why, watch it,
I never talked to you when me go come and poach.
Watch it, I don't like when you don't come at these things, You're scared.
Look here.
Eh?
You know, go and say no. Come about me come and poach in motion. Me tell you why me not can come.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, but I think they get over that, man.
So, that's the only reason why. I miss it, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, listen for the radio, like you say.
Yeah, I listen for the radio.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, man, I'm like the poetry corner where IRFM have.
So you know, if you come read some poetry too, you know, part of IRFM too. You laugh.
Yeah.
You call yourself Ira Muma, so you're the mother for IRFM. You have to come read some poetry, man.
I know that's a bless you up, you know?
Now, invite you somewhere.
Yeah, invite me. Tell me.
I'm so tell you what you're going to tell me now, so you can't come because
no,
you
have to
can't.
tell me from early, me make my way if you come.
Eh? If me tell you from early?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
You hear you talk about something for the, in September. I talk about?
Look here, man. Me I tell you, I invite you somewhere, and me tell the world, say me I...
Oh, all right.
Me I invite you, go. So what me don't want the world know.
All right.
Make sure your husband has sleep too, you know.
So, man.
All right.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, all right.
Respect, enough love.
Yes, we are come forward to my brethren now. Believe you me, being with the Federals. Yes, yeah.
Muta.
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah, man, give thanks to Lord. I don't know if it was mentioned earlier about a sister from Cockburn Pen, Sister Lana, who... Yeah,
man, we mentioned it extensively. I talked about it in the early part of the program.
Well, I never hear. Was there anything said of how one-on-one can help her get forward?
Well, from here, we said that, you know, said the one-on-one is necessary for help still.
Yeah, I said, I never really tune in then, so...
Yeah, man, we don't talk about it, man. Everybody know her, man. Lana, everybody know her.
You know, I say, what was said that how one-on-one can help? Any program lined up or any plan or anything?
No program lined up. One just go help. Just go help. We don't have no program for help.
When is there a work day plan? No, and nothing no mention that one can work off of.
Like what, sir?
If there's an account set up, one
no,
can
nobody have an account. It should have an account set up, but what I say, if you want to help, you will find her and help her. You know, when I go on the radio to tell you about account, those accounting.
No, what I say, man, that's not the only thing I'm saying. I said that one could have had some money, but if that not did it was there a work day plan. You know, make sense.
No work day no plan. All you have to do is go around
within
there.
A plan the day work day or so.
No work day no plan. Maybe a work day I go plan, you know. But you know, work for a work day, you know, and maybe a bank account there, but I don't know the bank account. But if a bank account there or not.
So we don't love that the team go pan a day because you do more collectively than individually.
I understand that. But I don't know of any collective day because now she could have to clean out the whole piece of land. Should have to try to get bulldozer to clear out the land because the whole place burned down and start over. So if you know you have a $20,000 or a $10,000 can go around and go gear to go and buy some block or some lumber, just carry it. I don't know. Maybe she will call and tell you something later down the line. But I was just knowing of the tragedy, and I mentioned and said, look here, help is necessary at this moment because she has done wonderful work.
Yeah, man, no doubt about that.
Yeah. So, I understand about every time you hear something happen, you talk about people say bank account and them things there, but...
No, well, this is nothing not done without cash in a virgin.
No, that's what I say, but bank account don't work because people hear about the bank account and by the time the radio gone, they lock off, them don't remember the account number and it don't usually work.
Well, I just said that out of many things that can be done.
Yeah.
You know, so I prefer being a skilled man. I can go to give my time.
Yeah. That is what I would suggest everyone who hear this call. I would suggest that anyone who hear this call, just go around our house. Just go around.
Which is not there anymore.
Eh?
Which is not there anymore.
No, but you know which part she did there. You know, she will call and tell which part to find her.
All right, give time.
I have her number, but she never tell me to get out, so I don't know.
I had it saying about them teeth, my phone, and it get...
Yeah, I have her number, because her sister will move on, so like the other day when we did long, every Sunday me have to carry her home, because she stay till all 2 o'clock with me.
All right, my brother, give time.
All right, so anytime I hear anything about bank account
No, it's not necessarily that, you know.
No, wait no man, listen to me no man. Oi. And if I hear anything about bank account or a day's work where one can go out to give her some building block or something, I will make you know.
Whatever is planned.
I will make you know, yes.
Give thanks, somebody.
Yeah, I give thanks. Yes, it's like that I do some serious work. Maybe it never alabaloo on radio and alabaloo all over the place. But she continue to do her work, and a whole part student them she can vouch for her work. As a matter of fact, I know so a whole part student them who get big and go to university and know they are foreign will hear and help too. Yes, I have no doubt about that. She will get the help and she will rise from the ashes. That is what I say. Ill.
Yeah, Muta.
Because like you never know, some would answer you so fast, man.
I have no story. What go on, you know?
What go on?
Yeah.
No cutting edge, man?
No, man. You see me come look for your Sunday.
You come look for me never last.
You know what you never last month.
Then where you say you come look for me, where you come look for me, and we said, what me say to you?
What you said to me? You said nothing to me.
So you never find me?
Yeah, man, I find you on the cardboard tent out at the door there.
So you never say nothing to me?
No, man.
The way you never look for me then, man.
You're busy, man.
You mean you come look pan me?
Yes.
Oh, you never come look for me. You come look pan me.
So I go on differently now.
No? Cutting edge?
I enjoy myself, man, because I don't know. It's a year-to-year thing I may have forward. Come look for now.
Yeah. So since you come, how much years now you come? How much years you come?
2. Last year and this year.
So what? Since you come last year, what has it done for your mind? What any changes in your life? Anything happened since last year till now? Why you come back?
Yeah, man. I like to see Cabo more, come brethren.
Oh,
that's the one main thing.
You like to see Cabo?
Yeah, man.
So that is really why you come?
Yes.
To come look for Cabo and come look for Muta?
Right.
So what to the occasion now that we are celebrating Marcus Garvey? How that reflect on you coming last year and this year? That we have nothing to do with nothing. I just Cabo and Muta you deal with them right now.
Yeah, man, because I'm not from here, you know.
Eh?
Now here to me said we're like Marcus or any one of them said we. Because I want to keep the thing going. So you see live, man, you have to go on the praises, you know?
Yes, so in terms of what we had to say about Marcus Garvey, how that affect you? It affect you in a way?
No affect me in no way.
Okay. It don't make you feel powerful. Marcus Garvey don't make you feel more powerful like what you hear to Marcus Garvey do.
No, man, yeah, and they make me feel more powerful because I want to keep the thing alive.
More than Marcus?
I want to keep the thing alive, Mr. Mota.
Yeah, so what you do, when you hear what we are talking about, what aspect are we talking keep you alive, keep you going? What aspect?
Knowledge. Keep knowledge about African. Teach about the past so that we can keep it on a firm.
Meditation. Okay.
So I have to go on a hero thing. On a hero thought, I said there. So,
all right, give thanks. Well, give thanks for that, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man.
Harry?
Respect.
Yeah, Harry. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on RFM. Here we go. Thing with the Federals. Yes, still.
Muta.
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah, man, give thanks to Lord. I don't know if it was mentioned earlier about a sister from Cockburn Pen, Sister Lana, who... Yeah,
man, we mentioned it extensively. I talked about it in the early part of the program.
Well, never hear. Was there anything said of how one-on-one can help her get forward?
Well, from here, we said that, say the one-on-one is for help still.
Yeah, I never really tune in then. So,
yeah, man, we talk about it, man. Everybody know her, man. Lana, everybody know her.
You know, me I say, what was said that how ones and ones can help? Any program lined up or any plan or anything?
No program no line up. One just go help. Just go help. We don't have to have no program for
when
help.
is there a work day plan? No, and nothing no mention that one can work after.
Like what, sir?
If there's an account set up, one
no,
can
nobody
help
have an account. It should good have an account set up, but what may I say? If you want to help, you will find her and help her. You know, when I go up on the radio to tell you about account, those accounting.
No, what may I say, man? That's not the only thing I'm saying. I said that one could have had some money, but if that not did it, it was there a work day plan. You know, make sense.
No work day no plan. All you have to do is go around
within
there.
A plan the day work there, so.
No work day no plan. Maybe a work day go plan, you know. But you know, work for a work day, you know, and maybe a bank account there, but I don't know the bank account. But if a bank account there or not.
So we don't love that the team go up on a day because you do more collectively than individually.
I understand that. But I don't know of any collective day because now she could have to clean out the whole piece of land. Should have to try to get bulldozer to clear out the land because the whole place burned down and start over. So if you know you have a $20,000 or a $10,000 can go around and go gear to go and buy some block or some lumber, just carry it. I don't know. Maybe she will call and tell you something later down the line. But I was just knowing of the tragedy, and I mentioned and said, look here, help is necessary at this moment because she has done wonderful work.
Yeah, man, no doubt about that.
Yeah. So, I understand about every time you hear something happen, you talk about people say bank account and them things there, but...
No, well, this is nothing not done without cash in a virgin.
No, that's what I say, but bank account don't work because people hear about the bank account and by the time the radio gone, they lock off, them don't remember the account number and it don't usually work.
Well, I just said that out of many things that can be done.
Yeah.
You know, so I prefer being a skilled man. I can go there give my time.
Yeah. That is what I would suggest everyone who hear this call. I would suggest that anyone who hear this call, just go around our house. Just go around.
Which is not there anymore. Which is not there anymore.
No, but you know which part she did there. You know, she will call and tell which part to find her.
All right, give thanks.
I have her number, but she never tell me to get out, so I don't know.
I had it tell about them teeth, my phone, and it get...
Yeah, I have her number, because her sister will move on, so like the other day when we did long, every Sunday we have to carry her home, because she stayed till all 2 o'clock with me.
All right, my brother, give thanks.
All right, so anytime I hear anything about bank account...
No, it's not necessarily that, you know.
No, wait no man, listen to me no man. Oi. And if I hear anything about bank account or a day's work where one can go out to give her some building block or something, I will make you know.
Whatever is planned.
I will make you know, yes.
Give thanks, brother.
Yeah, I will give thanks. Yes, it's like that I will do some serious work. Maybe never alabaloo and radio and alabaloo all over the place. But she continue to do her work and a whole heap of student them she can vouch for her work. As a matter of fact, I know so a whole heap of student them who get big and go to university and know they are foreign will hear and help too. Yes, I have no doubt about that. She will get the help and she will rise from the ashes. That is what I say. Ill.
Yeah, Muta.
Because like you never know some would answer you so fast, man.
I think that's story. What go on, you know?
What go on?
Yeah.
No cutting edge, man?
No, man. Let's me come look for your Sunday.
You come look for me never last.
You know, you never last, man.
You know, you have to come look for me. Where you come look for me, I said. What me say to you?
What you said to me? You said nothing to me.
So you never find me?
Yeah, man, I find you on the car with tent out at the door there.
So you never say nothing to me?
No, man.
The way you never look for me then, man.
Get busy, man.
You mean you come look pan me?
Yes.
Oh, you never come look for me. You come look pan me.
So I go on differently now.
No? Cutting edge?
I enjoy myself, man, because I don't know. It's a year-to-year thing I may have forward. Come look for now.
Yeah. So since you come, how much years now you come? How much years you come?
2. Last year and this year.
So what? Since you come last year, what has it done for your mind. Any changes in your life? Anything happened since last year till now? Why you come back?
Yeah, man, I like to see Cabo more, come virgin. That's the one I mean thing.
You like to see Cabo?
Yeah, man.
So that is really why you come?
Yes.
To come look for Cabo and come look for Muta?
Right.
So what happened to the occasion now that we are celebrating Marcus Garvey? How that reflect on you coming last year and this year? That I have nothing to do with nothing. I just Cabo and Muta you deal with them right now.
Yeah, man, because I'm not from here, you know.
Eh?
Now here to me said we're like Marcus or any one of them said we. Because I want to keep the thing going, so if you live, man, you have to go on the praises, you know?
Yes, so in terms of what we had to say about Marcus Garvey, how that affect you? It affect you in a way?
No affect me in no way.
Okay. It don't make you feel powerful. Marcus Garvey don't make you feel more powerful like what you hear to Marcus Garvey do.
No, man, yeah, Andy make me feel more powerful because I want to keep the thing alive.
More than Marcus?
I want to keep the thing alive, Mr. Mota.
Yeah, so what you do, when you hear what we are talking about, what aspect are we talking keep you alive, keep you going? What aspect?
Knowledge. Keep knowledge about African. Teach about the past so that we can keep it on a firm.
Meditation. Okay.
So I have to go on a hero thing. On a hero thought in the studio. So.
All right. Give thanks. Well, give thanks for that, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man.
Harry?
Respect.
Yeah, Harry. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. A year ago now. A year ago.
Attention all taxi drivers and mechanics. CN-Link front end parts. Great value for money. Ball joints, tire ends, rack ends, engine mounts and bushings. CN-Link. Ask for it by name and you might get a discount. CN-Link. Remember the name. CN-Link. Put it on your car today. CN-Link. Are the boss that...
Get yourself a generator today. Visit Ward's Power Tools and Supplies for all your generator needs, whether sale, rental, or servicing. For temporary and permanent power solutions, see Ward's Power Tools, your unbeatable tools dealer, the leading generator source in Western Jamaica. We carry a variety of reliable brands, including Honda generators and in diesel, SDMO, and FG Wilson. So for all your generator rentals up to 1 meg, visit us, Ward's Power Tools and Supplies, Iron Shore, Montego Bay, or call at 953-4501, or visit our website, wardspowertools.com.
Portland, you're ready? Pan 2018 returns to Folly Oval in Portland on Saturday, August 25 with live performances by Governor, Elephant Man, and gospel sensation Kevin Downswell. Admission free. Gates open at 12 noon. Kids get ready for the fun at the Monster Mill Kiddies Village. Leave the machine and bring your queen. No weapons allowed. Powered by CB Foods. Pan 2018 Regional 1 with me, your host, the Fluffy Diva Miss Kitty, and Dr. Duffy Shepherd.
You know it's Interceptor Sound Anniversary. August 25th, Dance Place, Jackson Trinoni, featuring Bounty Killer alongside Lico Hero. Music by Teflon Sound, Interceptor, Alaska, Tech 9 Movements, Notorious Outlaw, Admission 500.
It's that time again. Happy CPL Cricket graces the landscape August 8th to September 16. It's the biggest ever edition. 34 matches, 6 franchises. Battle for supremacy. Chris Gale, Dwayne Bravo, and Kieran Pollard share the spotlight. The Jamaica Tallawahs remains our focus as they battle away. For Sporting Choice, IRFM brings you game previews, updates, and post-match summaries. Tallawah style with leading Caribbean commentator Andrew Mason. It all comes to you courtesy of Real Deal Windows and Doors, Main Street, Tower Isle, St. Mary. 867-9349 for the best deals in windows and doors. Wheels, used parts. Chuck's Plaza, Ocho Rios for all your used auto parts. See us first. Your hard-to-get engines. 795-3970. Tech Giants, Little Pub Complex, Ocho Rios for your IT support needs. Point of sale, sales and service, camera installation and stationaries. 627-2880. Japanese Auto Sales, White River, Ocho Rios and Foreshore Road, Port Antonio. If it's Japanese on the left or America on the right. Newest models and widest variety. 436-8004. The new Ocho Rios Pharmacy. Shop C Rexo Plaza, Ocho Rios. 974-5534. Always here to care for your health. And and NCB, Jamaica Summer Loans. That's CPL Cricket Reports on the Sporting Choice, IRE FM.
Alumni of some of the island's top sporting high schools will renew rivalry on foreign soil September 2 and 3 at the 10th staging of the Jamaica High School Alumni Sports Network Football Tournament in Lauderhill, Florida. The likes of Kingston College, Cornwall College, Meadowbrook, Clarendon College, Calabar, Glenmore, Newcomers Mushet, and defending champions Bridgeport High are some of the schools down to do battle for the football title. The People's Station, a yard and broad, IRFM will be on location to capture the thrills and the spills, the triumph and disappointment live as they unfold. The reports come to you courtesy of Mongoose Restaurant and Lounge, 52 Main Street, Ojoris. More than a restaurant, it's an experience. Call them at 876-622-6942. EEB Champions, Auto Parts and Car Dealers, 28 Milford Road, Ojoris. For all your imported Japanese, new and used parts, container just arrived. Call them at 876-278-6175. Roxborough Restaurant, Bar and Grill, AGR Byfield Highway, St. Anne's Bay. For all your seafood and native dishes, call them today at 876-562-6725. Gold Line Pharmacy, Main Street, Chapelton, Clarendon, serving our clients or first responsibility. Call us today at 876-785-0128.
Quest Security Services provides the best armed and unarmed security services. Our guards go through the most extensive screening and training programs in the industry. When deployed on your property, Quest offers the best protection against unwanted intrusion. Call us at 876-619-1725 or visit our website at www.questsec.com. Quest Security Services. We detect, we deter, we deliver.
Virgin out of St. Kitts called Crucial Bank.
Tell me the difference between a servant and a slave. Tell me the difference from the cradle to the grave. Tell me the difference between a coward and a brave. Tell me the difference between a servant and a slave. And a slave. Give me some flowers while I'm working on the stage, 'cause I won't wait till I'm lying in my grave. Tell me the difference between a coward and a brave. Tell me the difference between a servant and a slave. And a slave. Give me some flowers while I'm working on the stage. I won't wait till I'm lying in a grave. Tell me the difference between a coward and a grave. Tell me the difference between the servant
and the slave. What's the difference? Yes, Hill. Yes. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And the slave, and the slave.
Hill.
Yeah, Mota.
Yes, Bridget. Till.
I want me back up in a base, in a the base, yes, in a the base. Rasta man, I want that officer, I just no, I weed me, I smell. Rasta man, I want that scent. Yeah. Officer, I just no, I weed me, I smell. Him say Ras. This an attack. Don't try go wrong. Me and the cops. 24 years.
Yeah.
Me never stop. Always a do me thing.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yes.
Mota.
Yeah, man. Me I hear you know. Talk.
You hear me?
Yeah, man. Me I hear you, man.
Where are you with? Mota, I'm to the line, Mota.
Me I hear what you say now. You ask what me I deal with.
Oh, yes. Let's pick up back on something where me hear the man attack last week. Then, you made the man make it look like, say, boy, bus man and taxi man, and the road that a driver drive on the road.
Yeah.
But I hear the man.
I saw it make me look. I saw it look to you.
No, you are make it look like bus man and taxi man. If the road that a driver, they will drive on the road.
Okay.
I heard the last week.
So tell me some more now. Tell me some more of them. Tell me some more girls driver. Tell me some more of the mad driver them on the road. Tell me some more.
Well, I don't know about the mad driver, but yeah, take up something when me hear you talk about the other day.
No, so what me I say now, you hear me talk about bus driver and taxi man. So you tell you don't know nobody will drive bad on the road. That's no set a man will drive bad on the road.
Well again?
Talk where you talk.
Alright. No, the other day me hear that.
Yeah, me hear that, man. So what about it? What about it?
No, but you make you look like the boy. We are the worst that a driver out here when it's not like that.
Okay.
Because I know if you are going to work, I know you're late and you see a way where you can cut out the traffic, you cut it out.
No, me not do that. Me not do that at all. Never, ever.
And well, I know.
Me never late for work yet. Ask anybody down at IRFM. Me never late for work yet.
Well, that even said that didn't work. But that not work. Really alone me I talk about.
Me no cut out long line I think and bad ride people go up the other side of the road. Never ever.
Yeah, and let me just say taxi man stop and urinate anywhere.
No, me say me see taxi man do it. Me never say taxi man like every taxi man. Me say me see taxi man stop and do it.
I mean, know if you are going on the road and you why you in here, me know say you are going to stop.
Me no piss pan road. Where you talk, brethren. No put me in your laba, man. Me say me no piss pan road.
Yeah, you get me?
No, me no get you. Me no want to get you neither.
Yeah.
Me no piss pan road. Anyway, where you call me for? Tell me that.
Yeah, man, man, because I know the boy I have decent taxi driver out here.
No, me never say never. You're a brethren. No, me choke on your call for me car no phone and you pick it up, you know. Me say, you see the coaster bus man, you see every time me stand up in a line, and me see a man bad ride a line and go drive over the next road, it's a coaster bus, me see. And that me I tell you. Me hardly see a man will drive a car, except it's a taxi man, will go up on the side of the road and I try to take over everybody else. Me hardly see that happen to the world when me I go home. When me I go home, the people them will bad ride everybody else and go over the other side of the road. To me, is a coaster man. And that me I tell you, that's my experience. So when you are telling me about the boy, every man have it, when late for work, you have people in the bus where you're supposed to be responsible for. And you are drive, come up a road and chew, you want to beat the next bus. And in a late business, you want to beat the next bus before him go up, so take away all the people them from you. You go up on the side of the road, you go around the corner, go up on the other side of the road, the car them will come down on them side, you have to stop in front of you. You have to bore into a next man. With the man now, you know, we start telling him we have to go do this and we have to go do that. Me see that. Me see it.
Them drive dangerous and more careless than taximan or busman here.
No, but when I tell you, say, me no experience the most of the time when me see coaster man, bad ride man, me no experience that with most people who drive other car. Me no see that. The most of the time when a man bad ride me, is a coaster man bad ride me. Most of the man, anytime you see a man go into a traffic and go up the opposite direction from him, is a coaster man, me see that. Most of the time when I see two car drive and I try to beat the next one, where you stop, them stop and I pick up somebody, the next coaster man go round him on the other side of the road because him want to find the other man up to. He's a coaster man.
Which part that?
What?
Which part you see that?
Between Alpha Tree, Kingston Spring, go way up. Coaster man. So when them call Kingston Spring Road. That's my main place to drive, Kingston Spring Road. The Kingston Spring Road drive when me drive, every week me drive on that road there, every week. And when me see happen on the road there, most of the time the bad riding come from a coaster man. And that me I tell you.
Yeah, but...
And when me I come down Stony Hill, when me I come down from Golden Spring, Stony Hill, it's a coaster bus means the bad ride everybody come off of the hill. Coaster bus. Block up the road. When them supposed to over the right side of the road, them over the wrong side of the road. Block up the road. When the man a come up, him can't move. Then now them try poking. Up to today when me a come down, me see it. Right at which part them a build up the new, the road, the right of the old Stony Hill Road and the long lane there. Them widen the road. And everybody in the line a go down. All of a sudden, you see two coaster bus fly past and go over on the other side of the road. And a coaster bus a come up, him have to stop. The other two coaster bus on the wrong side of the road. Them have to stop when them a come up. And then now them poking on the man, them were in at the right side of the road.
They traffic jam up.
Then the traffic must jam up because them block off the old Stony Hill Road. You can't go up Old Stony Hill, them put on the block because them asphalt the place. So the coaster bus a come up the road from Kingston Spring, and the one them a come from Stony Hill a go down, and the two of them come out on the line because them a race one another. Me not see nobody will drive Mercedes Benz or that. Me not see nobody will drive Pajero do that. Me not see nobody will drive Big Trucker do that. A coaster man, me see that. So me don't know about you. And if me not talk for every coaster man. Me don't know what coaster man do when them a drive go Vineyard Town or when them a drive go a Papi in. Oh. Me I tell you about my experience with coaster man.
Okay.
Yes, and that me I tell you. A woman a go on a bus, two man go over this other side of the road, stop the traffic in the middle of the road, draw the people, them take on the woman handbag, take the other one a hold her up on her hand, a draw over the other side of the road, for go in a film coaster bus, and that me see. Me not see nobody else do that. When me I take up my bridge, me not come out of the car and run, go over the road and stop traffic, and I draw them back and all them something there. That coaster man, me see that, bridge. So me don't know what you tell me say. Me not go on like nothing. Me I tell you what me see. Mr. Taxi man stop and go piss on the side of the road and coming back in the taxi. And the same way when me talk about it, a daughter call me and tell me, say, "Chew your talk, Muta," because it happened to she. Taxi man stop in the road and get up on the road for go piss.
But me, say, if you're in the taxi, you get the driver 5 days, if you get change, you make him keep it.
Because, what?
No, you say if you're in the car and the driver stop and go urinate and come back in the car, and if you forgive him a 5 days and you forget back change, you make him keep it.
Yeah, because sanitation, me learn sanitary things. And me I say, if him hold him penis and a piece and flash it, and come back to the taxi, and me give him money for and him give me back money. Look here, man, Bridget, I know something when me I talk because me I make mischief, you know. Or when me talk about politician, you no cuss.
No,
or no come call me and say me I cuss politician.
Yeah, but the money...
Me ask you, I'm a politician, me for cuss. Yo.
The most germs, you know, than he will have the penis in a Bridget.
What?
So you have the money where you give. That's the most germ where you have in a fear and they say, you know that.
Yeah, but he might take the money.
So when you go talk about...
but it's lie me I tell, it's lie me I tell.
Yeah?
It's lie me I tell.
About what? About that?
But all of the things where you accuse me, say.
Yes, man, I lie I tell, man.
All right, well.
Yeah,
you don't know no coaster man with bad ride people go up on the other side of the road.
Well, no, I mean, them say that.
No, me ask you if you know any... Look here, don't you tell me say everything when me say a lie. Me ask you if you never see a coaster man come out and line it and bad ride people go up the road. You never do that. You never see that yet.
No, you say that, but me not say that, you know.
You never see a bridging. You never see a coaster. Yo, listen to me I say. Have you ever been driving on the road in a traffic jam up and see coaster bus come out of the line and go up on the wrong side of the road and block up the next man when I come down? You never see that yet?
No, because I not watching me around, I not see them something there.
All right. Well, me I tell you, say me see it. Me see it.
Kingston City.
Because when me live, listen to me. You see where me live? A pure coaster bus drive there. Pure coaster bus. A pure coaster bus drive me come along a Kingston Spring. A pure coaster bus me say. And me say coaster man bus stopping at the middle of the road because them no want no other coaster bus pass them before them can pick up the people them. Me see them do that and them stop at the middle of the road. You have to stop too. And then block up the road.
What you say to them when you say that?
When me what?
When you say to them, when you say all of them things,
me can't say none to them. Me in a line, me can't say none to them. When me part, you know, me say them don't, me hear them say to somebody. When somebody show them, I say, what that? You know, them tell the woman, you don't tell the man for go lollipop him mother. Yeah, and that him tell the woman.
Yeah?
I lie me I tell.
Well, I discipline them there.
Me no live out, watch out. You see the purse, it's when me that talk about the taxi man. When me talk about the taxi man, we go peace on the side of the road.
Yeah.
It's a woman tell me that, you know, such an experience that, you know. That's why I come on the radio and say it, you know, it's a woman tell me that. It's a woman tell me, say, boy, Muta, you have to talk about this on the radio, you know, say this way. And so wait there. Oh, when me talk against politicians, you know, call me and tell me, so me talk against politicians, so.
Oh, when I talk against politicians?
Yeah. Oh, you know, call me and tell me, say, boy, Muta, you talk against the politicians, them, so.
No, maybe, me not hear when, me not hear, you know.
You know, hear that? You see, you see, no, you tell me about me a lie, and you a lie now. You listen to the program, you hear the program when me a talk against coaster bus because you drive coaster bus, but you never hear the program yet when me a lick against politician. When me a talk against politician, you don't hear the program, but when me a talk about coaster bus because you drive coaster bus, you hear the program.
Yeah, man, yeah.
So, uncle, when coaster bus time, you listen to the program.
Taxi me drive, man.
Yeah, uncle, when me talk about taxi, you listen to the program.
No, man.
Eh?
Yeah, what thing when you say, man?
So you never hear me talk against politician yet?
No,
You never hear me? All right, son.
No.
Give thanks, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah, Mr. Give thanks, man. Thank you for the call.
Man, I'm better myself. You understand me?
Yeah, man, me all right.
Yeah, man, me laugh into your program.
Hey, yo.
Me don't listen to the man, so you go
Me can tell you something. You see?
Yeah.
The other day, me I drive right before, after you pass the stoplight at the road where you lead for go to, go Fern Gully, that's all. The stoplight right on the main road there, Ochi. Right? And a taxi man, because I'm see me, you know. him a tailgate me, you know. Him dip on the back, you know. Is a one of the higher minivan where I drive people, him a tailgate me. You saw me go across the stoplight and the man dump on me. A brother come across from half of the road there, down a which part, where the bottom road there, where the road name, half of the main road, just right at the plaza there, Taj Mahal Plaza there. If you go down, pan wait name there. All right, the man, me go on the road, you know, and the man a tailgate me, you know. Him then near to me, you know, and a man come out of the road and come on the main road, and me draw brakes, you know, and the man draw brakes behind me, you know. You know what the man say?
Yeah.
Because one of my worker them in the van. Him say, you see the boy motor now, and lick him while I come lick him car now for pay feet, you know. You think say me want a man lick my car? Because I must look how me draw brake in front of the man they right down for me. And me have to but wait. Oh, he might cuss me in the bus, you know. He don't know that somebody in the bus know me, you know. He might cuss me in the bus, say, oh, me draw sun break for him and him dey for me. And I talk about how me had this and barefoot boy and all them something, the Lottie Rasta. And two of the people them who work in a IRFM in the bus and stand up listen and now turn up just listen to him across motor. And I said, but look at that. Look at that. Because him want me lick the bus.
Same.
Anyway, I'm gone. Here, give thanks.
Yep. Bless up yourself.
This is the Culture Night. I want to tell you, just call a while ago, you know. So you see me, I know what you me live, you know. Here, sir. I know what you me live. Understand? At Kingston me live. Between Kingston and St. Andrew, that's how me live. So anytime me attack from my experience. And a lot of time people call me and tell me things. Because them don't have a voice on the radio. Them feel say me have a voice on the radio. So me talk for the people. Understand? So if you not do it, that are you. But if you want to see your taxi man and coaster man drive, come a Kingston with your taxi. Come a Kingston with your taxi. I will have 5 taxi man, but they must have some order and discipline. And if we don't talk, we can't come on the radio every day and I talk about what politicians do and what preachers do, you know, because we have to do some things that we need to correct too. You understand? And do you only see man that drive on road? Trust me, man. Them why you move out of the way. And me have a feeling now, so me go talk, take a stand now. Anytime me drive on the right side of the road, and me see a man come in front of me with a bus, me go stop. Me nah come out of the way, me go stop. Me tell a man that. If me drive on the left side of the road and me see a man if me drive on the left side of the road and me see a man come down on the left side of the road, me nah come out of the way, me go stop and block up the road. Make him block the road because police nah lock me up and nah prosecute me because I'm on the right side of the road. So if you have 100 car, 50 car in front of you, and you in a line and go quite decent like you have be a law, and all of us you just see 2 man just bloops pass you on the other side of the road. And you say, this is where I go up the road. As we this is where I run them down. And when you look like when I'm park, you see another bus, you see a car come down the road, you're sorry for the man to rot in. Because the man can't escape. And you who up on the right side of the road now, it's almost like they must say, you have to give me way, boy. Make him come back on the right side of the road. Not to mention if them see police up on the top of the road, I don't know where them find space. You can't them shrink the bus, them and shrink the taxi them for coming at the right lane. May I tell you, man. So we don't have to talk about it. We have to talk about it because it confronts a whole heap of Jamaican people. And if you say that, I watch it. Me even want to tell you say a lie, I tell because meanwhile me attack people that call me and tell me say, do it up long and watch it. Them people tell me, look at Ocho. Sometimes you had come on the road, there was a clock there. A taxi man just come up and just make a U-turn around the clock that you say, wow. Come him see some people where boy I go pick up. I tell you, Rasta. Discipline is one rotten thing. But you know, me find say only for the majority of people still know. It's nice when you come from the radio and not talking about them. When you talk about the other people, them can't say them. Them. There's a thin line between them and we. We and them, there's a thin line. That's how we know. Because who they party line, I say,
El Muta.
Where what man go?
Yeah, I tell you, last week me in a phone, but I take no call. You know?
No, me never take no call last week, trust me.
I know because my phone and show Marcus Garvey 131st and thing. Me here draw some tune and some thing at Dennis Wax.
Yeah, Drifters.
Drifter and them things because I'm a schoolmate from Friendship School, St. John's Road, where my father was the headmaster. Drifter and them tune there, you know, and big up all of the St. John's Road, Spaintown Heights, them, and all of Spaintown, Taspen, Babsy, out of Mothers and Vergan, all of the John's Road Heights and Fairfield Road and thing.
Yeah.
And where you're talking about with the bad driving, with the coasters and thing, all over Jamaica and all of the 14 parishes, you have some of them coaster drivers are like that.
Well,
because of them like that. But you have a lot of them like that. That's the truth.
Then I'm not. You have to make that truth. Me see it happen to me every week.
But me know it. But from our school days and even before, we have bad drivers of them things there. So when I hear the brethren, they say, him never hear you black sounds get politician and them things. That's what I say. Some people really amazing with the lies that them tell. I tell you, some people when you call beer face, you know what I mean?
The man beer face a liar or rasta. Can't you say a lie? Me say you never get a lie.
It would have make you hang a Spanish though.
Me I tell you. After me I tell you something. Wait there.
Hang a Spanish though.
Man they go. Me every week me left here so Friday Thursday and drive from here so go through Kingston and go up Stony Hill up the middle, right? Every week me do that, you know. And every week when I go home, there's a traffic jam up on Kingston Spring, especially now like when I fix the road. There's a traffic jam up on Kingston Spring Road. And every week, no exaggeration. Me I wonder how come the police them not to them coaster bus there. Every week me see that. So me now drive the only time me drive Ochi is to drive go to the hotel or drive go to the highway or drive through Fern Gully for go home. That's the only time. So me don't know where I go on Ochi.
Wait, man say. You know?
You say not go on to what you want now. You see when me I talk about the something, people are call me and I call my producer and I tell them say, I true you're talking about Mutabaruka this and I Ochi the people them I call from. But the taxi man, them are Ochi, the people them are call, I know Kingston are Ochi.
Ochi.
Yeah, so I don't know where I say. Anyway, go on.
Like I say. And then last week, you know, I heard the thing by Irie FM for Marcus Garvey went well. And there were 3 functions here last week that went well also for Marcus Garvey. One was on Friday, the actual day, the 17th, where I spoke, you know, in Birmingham. You know, Brother Binny and the African group there invited me again to talk about Marcus Garvey in So Community Center in Handsworth, Birmingham, and that went well. And on Sunday, I spoke at 2 places too, in London, by Clapham North, at the African Culture Market, and then at the PACM, Pepkai and Parker, Jeffter's place there by Tottenham, you know, two things. And I'm really glad to see people turning out to celebrate Marcus Garvey, who gave us the Black Print solution.
Sunday down here, Cork. When I say Cork, I mean Cork, not a place to walk.
Yes. Can't find a buckle with a car.
Why I love buckle for Cork, I see on the ground when it's something done. No rubbish.
Yes, because that means that things fell off. And right here now, just a couple days ago, there was a serious thing in South London, Camberwell, where about 40 youths composed of two rival gangs attacking each other with knives. Yes, and...
Yeah, I'm hear about it.
Yes, and fortunately none of them died, but this is the kind of mindless, destructive violence that some, a minority of our youths practice. And as a result, Nike have been attacked for advertising some balaclavas that, you know, them thing that mask people face with straps, where they use African youth to be promoting it, which is promoting violence as if that's a fashionable thing to wear, you know what I mean? Because when these youths do what they're doing, you know, most of them, they wear these balaclavas to mask their identities.
Yeah.
So Nike, you know, looking to make money by advertising.
But what is
I'm glad that people attack them.
What is it in England that the youth them just stabs? I mean, why is it that it's just stabbing? In Jamaica, you hear shooting. In England, you hear stabbing.
Yeah, what happened is that guns are not available like how they are available in the States. So that is why they use knives.
Yeah.
But it's the minority, and I stress a very small minority of our African youths who do these stabbings in England. But if one was to believe the racist media, you would think that it is the majority of our youths are engaged in these activities. So that must be made straight. Is lying enemy propaganda as if to think is most of our youths are like that. And of the few youths who engage in that kind of destructive genocidal thing, you find that they are coming from families, most of them, that are dysfunctional. There is no father present, or if there's father and mother, the only father and mother biologically, but not in terms of catering to the needs of the children. Because serious thing that happened, and which is needed, and I spoke about that in my speeches, is that every evening, parents should have a debriefing session with their children, whereby they ask them what happened at school today, and so and so. Because by engaging with your children every evening, you are able to know what is going on, and you are able to nip things in the bud. And parents also need to attend parent-teachers meetings at the children's school so that they can monitor what is going on. This is, you know.
It always amazes I how I see some student with some phone of value all 40,000 coming at Digicel for buy credit. 40,000, 30,000.
And you say where them get that money from?
And them parents can't afford to give them lunch money. Them parents can't afford to give them hot shoes. And them have $40,000 cell phone in them hand. Where them get it from? And the parents now question it. You know, it's terrible.
And what you find too is that the parents don't ask.
Nothing.
Yes, ask no questions. No child must come home with money or other items like clothes or so. And you don't ask them where they got that from. Who gave that to them?
Yeah, the picnic phone more expensive than your phone.
Yes. You know, and then some of these children have been used to be carrying drugs, transporting drugs, and selling them, that type of thing. And this is why it is important. And then you have some of the so-called parents who, because they're getting money out of these criminal activities, don't say anything.
Them just make it go on.
Yes, because they're getting money. So some of these parents are to be blamed. But must be stressed is not the majority of parents. But what parents need to do is to monitor and have reasoning sessions every evening with the children, because remember, you know, for most of the day, our children are not with us. They are with other people. And so we need to be monitoring and finding out as much as possible what is happening with our children, because our children are our responsibility, not the responsibility of the police, social services, or anybody else. And we don't look for non-Africans to be seen about the interests of our children. It is our duty because we brought them into the world, you know. So we have to do that. And I think that I love in the States is the trend of destroying racist monuments and statues. I love that. You know?
Yeah, it's South Africa, and them did that do it the other day with Cecil Road start chanting.
Yes, it's true. And there was the Cecil Road thing at university here. It's either Oxford or Cambridge, I forget which one it was, who people wanted to pull it down and, you know, the racists managed to prevail, so it is still there and so on. But, and one of the excuses that them try to use in the States, the racists, and here, is that it was part of history. So these statues should stay, these racist monuments should stay, because it's part of history. But what these racist hypocrites don't talk about is if we were to say, put up statues of Adolf Hitler, they would say, no. They would have said that Adolf Hitler's statue or any monument to him should be erected, you know, because it's part of history. You see how they're hypocritical?
I have a scholarship named Hitler Scholarship, like how them have the Rhodes Scholarship.
Like how the Rhodes Scholarship, that thing when we say all the while. Yes, if them say, exactly. And let us, Cecil Rhodes was one of the main role models for Adolf Hitler. Look at Leopold of Belgium and them things, you know.
Worse than Hitler.
When we kill over 10 million. And one of the things we are upset about with the European Jews and so, them always talking about what Hitler did to them. What about Hitler did to African people in Europe, to the Roma, who them call the Gypsies, who as a percentage, most of them, as a percentage, no group in Europe died, were murdered like the Roma. The Jews make it look as if it's only them alone. Every minute you hear about 6 million. What about the over 10 million in the Congo with Leopold alone? What about our Holocaust, which is the biggest in history?
Well, we must make them remember that. I mean,
precisely.
Them make me remember.
And this is why any one of our people, some of the idiot ones them talking about, we must forget about
long time
slavery.
Gone.
No.
Long time it gone.
No, because the effects of it still reside amongst our people today and wreaking destruction. And Muta, you know, say we have to keep on fighting for Jamaica to become a republic, you know. We cannot have a situation where a European foreign head of is the head of state for Jamaica. I mean, Guyana in 1970 became a republic. Trinidad and Tobago with Eric Williams became a republic in 1976. There is no excuse in the land of Marcus Garvey who say emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. That we have a governor general who represents the European head of state for Jamaica and her heirs and successors. And if don't represent the people of Jamaica, the vast majority of who are Africans.
It's an ongoing agitation, trust me. But it will change. It must change. It will change.
Yes, it has to change. No, the lip service that we have had from Portia Simpson, PJ Patterson, and Andrew Onis, we don't want a lip service. Mental slavery has to be eliminated for Africans to be free.
All right,
totally.
We have to move, brethren.
All right, listen, look, every time.
Yes, we're on the last lap, you know. Yeah, we're on the last lap. You know, so we'll be back here at 2 o'clock with the stepping razor, the art of war. Okay. We have a tune here. We're going to play it, you know. I could say the right name again. New Beginning. Danai J. Here we go.
Muta.
Yeah, let's say.
Yeah, man. I just called to really just share an experience with the coaster bus where I take a bus thing to go a town and a Spanish town it end up. And I take another one from Spain now for going and brethren. He said the first thing when I see the man I do, the man a bounce it coaster like a bounce time in I know. I ride the clutch and I bounce it with the music loud and then the bus can't hold nothing more. it's when them go, especially when they reach out at ferry, you know, upon the soft shoulder, the man take it in a car, 2 more buses in the back of them, come and them they are going to pick up nobody else, but they want to go up on the stop and load to come back and stay and before them, the bus.
Before the other one, them, yeah.
Yeah, and me say when the man reach upon his sharp shoulder, the conductor come out of the bus and go up on one bike, and him and the bike boy make some dirty ride, you know, and go.
Hold on. The conductor come out of the bus and go up on one bike?
Yeah, man. Him not pick up no one else, so him just go up on the bike and him and his friend now gone and clear the road.
Yeah.
And it's when him reach out, before he reach out to this police station now, the man him just go stop right across the other car them to make way for the bus come back in at the line out of this man. And I said, Brethren, I will never go back to Spanish Town and take one of them the bus they got out.
I tell you.
No, man, I tell you, the people them heart actually, me can know how it a race.
Yeah.
Because you just some music in there, no, man, where, no, man, I never want to listen to music but
there,
the man I drive the bus.
And him a bump the bus to the music. Him a dance the bus to the music.
Yes, I bounce it to the rhythm. I mean, some people in the bus, man, I boost him too, you know.
Yeah.
A couple of ones in the bus, I boost him, I shatter them, call him. So, whether I talk it out the bridge that happens in the real life.
Watch out, man. Everybody knows it out there, man. Everybody knows that is a menace on the road, you know. Some of them know.
Yeah, the worst driver them. Because them people them to make 10 trips when only 2 no more than we're supposed to make. So does that mean I share with that?
This is when me that talk about it last week. You know, some people tell me, say a whole heap of them bus, the police own them.
Right.
But yeah, man. Say the police own the bus, them, a whole heap of them, so
they can't do anything. They will got them go for the stop and take out people out of the bus going on that, and nobody can go in on that bus before that bus they load. May I tell you some terrible things, that's why they work them in that never did.
Yeah. Anyway,
but give thanks to life, safe travel on the gravel on the way home.
Every time, man, give thanks. But I go up tonight still, boy. Give thanks still. Yes. Yeah, man, we know what we are saying still. Anyway, I could click this on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Motor?
Yes.
Motor?
Yes.
Oh, me a call from St. Thomas, man. My credit nearly done here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hear me say to your Motor. Me talk earlier about the concept of God. A man, everything come out, don't it?
Well, me talk about the concept of God come out of man. Me never say everything come out of man. The concept of God come out of man.
Yeah, the concept of God come out of man.
Yeah.
And if you never have no man, you won't have the concept of God.
Yeah.
Don't it?
Yeah.
Don't it, Motor?
Yeah.
All right, me come from St. Thomas, a second time on your program now. I want to talk to you for you analyze if you say it.
No, hold on. That sounds like a long talk. You're going to talk. You should have called earlier because the program's so long.
No, I'm not talking a long talk.
Okay.
More done after that still, because I probably more talk to you tomorrow again.
No, we're not talking about this program tomorrow, though, you know.
Different something then.
Yeah, so talk now. Talk where you talk.
Yeah, me I say one other thing I do want to ask you about. Me Google the thing about the people in South Africa where in the Cape Collar. Don't there are some people named so.
Name what?
Cape Collard.
Colored people?
In South Africa.
Yeah, the colored them, yeah.
Yeah, they Googled some of them last night, and did I read about them. You ever meet any in South Africa?
Colored people?
Yeah.
Them everywhere, man. Where else, man? Them that seem like road white people about the place.
Oh, down there.
The colored people, they mix with black and white, you know. But there's something in South Africa here about colored people.
That I may ask you still.
Yeah, man, I mean, if I meet them, a whole heap of people are colored people down there, like Indian enough down there.
Yeah. Yeah, because really...
The colored people, they're mostly in a Cape Town.
South Africa.
Yeah, in a Cape Town, yeah.
And another thing again, too, I don't want to understand, me Google also the Hutu and the Tutsi. I may see some, the Tutsi princess, them all then look.
Yeah.
And the problem with the German...
Yeah.
And the Belgium, them, where they rule down in there for them time. Them.
Yeah, we go wrong there.
Yeah, all them distinguish them different.
Yeah.
Between...
Me like how you use up the Google still.
Yes, Motor, a 6-4 me own now, and a 2, 1 arm, 5 bangers, and 2
Are the big one them there and thief one. I may have one right now. I may not stop. Me Google till it's weak. Right now as this done and I may go Google everything about Africa.
That is beautiful. And some man to use them Google, man.
Yes, cause me have encyclopedia me had still about 12 of them, you know, but me can't say the technology come with the phone and now.
Yeah, too much reading I know. You can't read it on the phone.
Yes, non-stop. Ethiopia, anywhere in Africa, all over, anything, subject, all the lady, the talk man, the whole of them. That's what I say. So, more I know say I want to be idol, so I go start calling more regular.
All right, sir. Why you never call all the while?
Well, I don't know enough still, but me there I listen to you non-stop, man, because I listen to your family now, no radio, no TV, no nothing.
Then where you used to listen, Pan?
All of that.
So where you used to listen, Pan, if you never have no radio, no TV?
You know, turn up a road and I listen man radio, man. I listen to a man radio, man. Till me have my own one, man.
All right, give thanks, Bridget.
Yeah, me want to say me can call you tomorrow too.
Yeah. All right.
I'll start reason with you. I'll start talk to you regular now. I'm not hide it. I'll start talk about regular now.
And who get the phone? Are your girlfriend get the phone or your grandmother?
No, I'm me buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, me buy it. So I'll be a Google Motor non-stop history all over the world. Non-stop. Me do it till the phone lock off.
All right, sir.
All right.
Yeah, man. Give thanks. Give thanks. Yeah, traveler outside. A traveler. She name, you know. She name traveler. She not... Watch out, she have visa in her, but she don't have no passport. Her visa in her bank account book, the bank book. Yeah, traveler. Why you love the traveler, you know, because last week she just come and shut out on me and said you knew last week at the first you come here, you knew. So you go have nothing wrong with you. You are yesterday a dinosaur. Look like you are yesterday a dinosaur. Me are the only dinosaur over there. Me, Mutabaruka, the only dinosaur over the IRFM. Okay. So we give thanks to the moment, give thanks. Vita, you asleep or you not asleep? You know, so you feel for make you walk the street. I feel like you walk the place in the rasta because the ginger with the cocaine juice. I said ginger with cane juice, you never drink ginger with cane juice. I tell you, all it was a little lime in it. I know I'm going to bring my lime and put it in my pocket, but I'm afraid I'm going to take it out with my money and people say, well, I work over and I see my lime mixed up with money. You can't not my granny used to say, granny have nutmeg in our pocket. And lime in our money mixed up. You know, my granny couldn't read, you know, but trust me, you can't fool her with money. She don't make mistake with money at all. Anyway, you know, so there a little more from 2 to 5:45. So you say, no, I got, you know. I would have to put up this up and play. Okay. A virgin named Young Garvey. He make this. So